What if I told you that the richest person who ever lived wasn't Jeff Bezos, wasn't Elon Musk, and wasn't even John D. Rockefeller? What if I told you it was a 14th century African king whose wealth was so incomprehensible that when he went on pilgrimage, he single-handedly crashed the gold market for an entire decade? And what if I told you that if this man, Mansa Musa, lived in our modern world of the 22nd century, he wouldn't just be rich, he would fundamentally reshape the entire fabric of human civilization? Today, we're diving into one of the most mind-bending thought experiments you've ever heard. We're taking the legendary Mansa Musa, the emperor of Mali who controlled more gold than entire continents, and dropping him into a world of quantum computers, interstellar travel, and technologies we can barely imagine. By the end of this journey, you'll understand why this isn't just about wealth. It's about power, influence, and the very future of humanity itself. But first, let me paint you a picture of just how impossibly wealthy Mansa Musa actually was. When historians try to calculate his net worth, they literally run out of numbers. Conservative estimates put his wealth at over $400 billion in today's money. But that's like trying to measure the ocean with a coffee cup. The man controlled the largest sources of gold and salt in the medieval world. And in a time when these were literally worth their weight in, well, gold, he was essentially printing money. The most famous story about Mansa Musa's wealth comes from his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324. Picture this: a caravan of 60,000 people, including 12,000 slaves, each carrying 4 pounds of gold bars. Mansa Musa himself rode on horseback, preceded by 500 slaves, each carrying a 6-pound golden staff. When this procession reached Cairo, Mansa Musa was so generous with his gold that he gave away and spent so much that the price of gold plummeted and didn't recover for 10 years. One man's generosity destroyed an entire regional economy. Now, imagine this level of wealth in the 22nd century.